how are you? I wish you're doing great. I have missed you so much. Today, this is the last part of learning the English alphabet. مرحبا يا أصدقاء، كيف حالكم؟ أنا أتمنى أن تكونوا بخير. أنا اشتقت إليكم كثيرا. اليوم هذا آخر جزء لسلسلة تعلم الحروف باللغة الإنجليزية. Let's start. هيا نبدأ. Q. We pronounce it qua. For example, queen. مثال أميرة. Now moving on to the next letter. R. We pronounce it r. For example, ring. مثال خاتم. Now moving on to the next letter. S. We pronounce it sa. For example, sun. مثال شمس. Now moving on to the next letter. T. We pronounce it ta. For example, train. مثال قطار. Now moving on to the next letter. U. We pronounce it ya. For example, umbrella. مثال مظلة. Now moving on to the next letter. V. We pronounce it va. For example, voice. مثال صوت. Now moving on to the next letter. X. We pronounce it x. For example, box. مثال صندوق. Now moving on to the next letter. W. We pronounce it wa. For example, whale. مثال حوت. Now moving on to the next letter. Y. We pronounce it ya. For example, yellow. مثال اللون الأصفر. Now moving on to the next letter. Z. We pronounce it za. For example, zebra. مثال الحمار الوحشي. Now guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to support me, hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.